Final topic for today is to take a quick sneak peek of the financials, and I personally like the chart of accounts to start with, right? There are a ton of reports again on the financials. You can run financial reports, trial balance, dimensional balances, and so forth. But your chart of accounts could be the best place to start with, in my opinion, because this is not merely a chart of accounts. It gives you a lot more details. The best thing I like about the chart of accounts function in Business Central is that you're just not able to see the accounts in the dollars, but you can drill down to the number, the dollar amounts, to see the transactions behind it. Okay, so it gives me the explanation of the dollar amount, and I can click that line further to see the source transaction. So I'm clicking on a posted sales invoice. I can see that by looking at the document number, and I'm trying to drill down one level further down to see if I can get to the source transaction, and it does work. So it shows me the related entries of that one specific line. So it says there's a GL entry associated, there's a tax entry associated, there's a ledger that's associated, and so forth. And what you'd like to see? I'd like to see the source sales invoice. So I click on that line, and it takes me straight into the posted sales invoice document from where that GL entry got posted, enabling me to see the customer information, the inventory or the items and the quantity information right from the chart of accounts page. So again, want to bring up the point of the fluidity and the navigational features that lets you to do a better analysis in a system which is Business Central for you. What you can do even further better is you have your analysis page, which is the account summary page. And this is more like a pivoting tool that you are used to an Excel sheet, and very intuitive for you. And I say it's intuitive because everybody is used to the pivot table, and it's another pivot table option, but which is more powerful, right? And I can do my pivoting here, as you can see. This one is pivoted to show the balances by account category and the balance. I can maybe see it by, for example, the income statement and the balance sheet numbers. Just a quick check to ensure that my balance sheet is equal to income statement. So balance sheet and equity is equal to the income statement, right? So I can just do a quick check on that. If I'd like to see it by account category, I can add that point, add that pivot on top of it. And I can drill down one level further to see under the income statement, how do you want to, what is the breakdown looking like by income, cost of goods sold, expense, and these numbers, right? So very, very useful and powerful analysis tools that you can find within the Business Central system. And then you can maybe create another analysis just to see it by a different view. And you can keep building your analysis points, not just that one time, but you can save them. So the next time when you open your chart of accounts, you can see the same set of analysis. And the very important point that I haven't mentioned so far is these analysis points that you create in the system are personalized, right? So when I am using it, it's just for me. Okay. When someone else is using it, it is their own views. It's not going to globalize, that might create confusion between the users, because the users are always getting a personalized and a customized feel of the system, creating this analysis points just for themselves. Okay. We mentioned about the aspect of a role tailored system, which is exactly the Business Central system. It is by role, and it is very personalized to the user who is using the system. I think it's a point of another question that we just have received, which is a great question as well. So, what is the use of Business Central? Power BI. What is the use of Power BI in Business Central? Because we talked also about Power BI, which is a great integration tool. And for many of you in this call, you might have heard Power BI as a great reporting tool. So when you have all these analysis points, where can Power BI help? So Power BI is actually much more powerful, right? Because what you see in here are system provided options to do analysis. Power BI is actually a custom solution. It is a very custom solution where you can connect the tables one to another with a common element and then do some analysis. So for people who want a much more custom reporting to see, for example, your GL balances by a specific expense and what the quantity of the expense is, you're able to connect the purchase module and the finance module using Power BI to provide a better reporting. So Power BI definitely is a great solution as well for people to do a more complex reporting, but again with the ease of use, with the direct integration that's available between these two systems without any further developments.